Hey everybody, Marcus here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I'm doing another comparison video today between the Potensic Atom 2. The Atom 2 is such a great value. It's kind of just a natural drone to compare to others because there's a lot of them that are kind of in this price category. So previously I've compared it to drones that were at or maybe a little bit more expensive than it. So now we're going to go with a company called Specta, the Specta Mini. This is kind of a carbon copy of the DJI Mini 4K. It retails for around, I saw it on sale the other day for under $200. I looked yesterday, it was back up to $219. That's a basic kit with one battery and a standard controller. You cannot get an all-in-one controller with this. However, obviously you can with the Atom 2. But the basic kit for the Atom 2, if you just had a standard controller and one battery, is right around $300. So you can save $100 with this one. Now, when you start comparing the features, they don't compare. The Atom 2 has way more features, from waypoints to all the intelligent flight modes that it brings to the table. It just will do a lot more than the little Specta Mini. The Specta Mini still has some intelligent flight modes, and it will shoot panoramas as well. So I believe it will. I don't know, we're going to find out. I'm trying to remember now if it shoots panoramas or not. Don't quote me on that. We're going to find out when we get it up in the air. But in any case, we're going to put both of these up in the air. This has got a 1/2.3 sensor. This has got a 1/2-inch sensor. So you're going to expect to see better video out of the Atom 2, but I'll let you guys make up your mind. We'll take some pictures and video with both. And if this guy will shoot a pano, we'll take it. I'm just trying to remember. But in any case, let's quit messing around. Let's get these birds in the air. We're going to start with the Atom 2. Okay, I've got the drone fired up and a screen recorder started. Let's take a quick look here. Telling us takeoff permitted. I'm going to double check my safety menu. And yeah, we're in video mode. I'm going to flip it up to normal mode. 35 meter return to home point. And yeah, dynamic home point is off. I had it on earlier. I'm glad that it automatically turns it off. Yeah, it's not asking for any calibrations. 120 meter max altitude. We're not going to get close to that high. Let's go ahead and get out of there. And we're shooting in 4K 30 frames per second. Let me go take off. And I'm going to see if I can do an automated takeoff. I struggle with this drone to get that slider on the screen. There, look at, I got it first time that time. And there the drone takes off. I'm going to start recording now. And it recorded our home point. Okay, spinning the drone around here to get a look at us. There we are. You can see me leaning up against the side of my pickup. We're going to do our droney. Let me kind of move it around here a little bit. So we don't need to go very high because we're right close to the edge of the canyon. So, but let's start off with that droney. Reverse and up, reverse and up. And let's see, how high are we? We're about six meters high. Let's go up about 10 meters high. And yeah, I'm grabbing a little more height. Yeah, I went a little too high. We're at about 97 meters distance. We'll call that 100 meters. Let me drop that camera down to get to the rule of thirds. And then I'm going to switch to the attitude indicator here on my screen. And I am going to put the drone into video mode because we are going to go, I guess you'd call it upriver at about 6 meters per second. I want to try and do that with both drones to get you kind of the same shot. So we are in video mode now, and I'm going to flip the drone around and see if I can get what appears to be a decent vector up the river here. And you know, I'm doing this to kind of give you guys just an idea of comparing the video quality. So we're going to do them both the same. So I'm going full stick forward. I could put this guy in cruise control, but you know what? In video mode, it's just as easy. It holds that steady 6 meters per second. And again, we're at 10 meters high. We'll go out there a ways. We can go out there, oh gosh, probably half a kilometer or so. And then we'll turn it back around and we'll come back the other way. And I have an idea for coming back the other way. In fact, I'm going to walk over to the edge of the canyon so that I can get a straight shot with the controller at the drone, because we want to go, I think we're going to come back in negative altitude. What the heck, we have the ability to do it here, so let's do it. So how far out there? We're about 400 meters out now. So I'm standing, I don't know, within about 4 feet of the edge of the canyon. That's as far as I want to go. And I'm staring right down at the drone. There we're close. I'm going to let off. So I let off the stick there. We're a little over 500 meters. Let's turn it around. And we'll get a, God, I heard a noise behind me, and it was somebody's beer can they left here. It actually, the wind blew it over the edge of the canyon, but it kind of startled me because I'm out here by myself, right? So let's turn it around and let's look for a spot. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to line it up with the island there, the top of the island, and I'm going to drop straight down here. And let's go down. We can go down a ways. Let's go down about 50 meters negative altitude. Let's get down into the canyon, and we will go. We'll come back, and we'll try and stop them roughly both in the same spot. So we'll see what we can do. So yeah, elevator going down. We're close now, 48. Let's go down a couple more meters. There's a little over 50. That's perfect. And so we're pointed right at the tip of that island there. Let's go full stick forward and bring it back. And we'll do the exact same thing with the Specta Mini. We'll pull the exact same move. And again, we're coming back at 6 meters per second, almost precisely. So once we're done with this, once we get it back to where we want it to be, and again, I will repeat this exact same thing with the Specta Mini, so you'll be able to look at them side by side. And as I do, yeah, I must have been moving here because looks like I'm moving a little bit. Well, no, the drone's getting closer. I was just looking at my target. I was kind of on the tip of the island, and now I'm kind of moving behind it, but that's because it's getting closer. But anyway, we'll take, at the end of the video, I'll put the video side by side so you can compare the two. But, you know, again, it's interesting, $100 difference, you know, hey, that's, you know, it's just an interesting comparison, I think, for people that are thinking about one or the other. Should I spend another $100 getting the basic kit with the Atom 2, or should I just stick with what I got with the, you know, a couple $100 total spend on the Specta Mini? Yeah, so it's kind of hard for me to tell exactly how far the drone is because it's, as we went down, it's away from me. So I'm going to bring just probably the tip of the island kind of to the lower half here, and then we'll stop and we'll take some pictures. So yeah, I can hear people, you can hear sound down in this canyon. It's amazing. Okay, I'm going to stop right there, and then we are going to go back into normal mode speed-wise, so we get a little bit more speed. And let's pick this guy up. And yeah, we'll take some pictures. So let's see if we can. I want to get up. Let's get them both at 0 altitude. So we're almost at 0. Yeah, we're right at 0. So we're going to look this way. We're going to look downriver. And we're going to take a picture right there. I'm going to stop recording. And I'm going to switch into picture mode. So, you know, I'm going to try that on the controller. I'm hitting the picture button on the controller. And it switched. So now let's take a picture. And this is in the 4x3 mode. So there's a shot. I expect that will look pretty darn good. Okay, let's spin this guy around. And we're going to look the other way. And yeah, we're just going to kind of point to the middle of the, you know, I wonder, maybe for this one I should gain some altitude. Yeah, this is going to look better if I grab some altitude and kind of look down a little bit. So we're going to go up, 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 up. Let's get up pretty high here for the panorama. And we'll get up about 100 meters high. And then we'll do a panorama shot. Yeah, there's 100 meters right there, and it went into the orange. The little indicator on my screen went into the orange, so that's kind of interesting. Okay, so now we are going to click on the little button at the top there, and we're going to click down to Pano, and we're going to do a wide angle. And this will take 9 shots, and it'll look pretty darn good. So let's do that right now. Maybe. There it goes. That's the first shot. Okay. So, and the cool thing about this drone is it will stitch them together for you as well, which is really cool. You just get that stitched together pano on your video card, on your SD card that you have in the drone. As opposed to, I think the little Specta Mini, I think I have to go into the app to synthesize the pano, and then it loads it onto your phone. So it's synthesizing it right now. Okie dokie. There we go. Let's go back into video mode here and start video. And let's bring this guy back to us. Maybe start video. Okay, there we started video. I'm picking up that camera just a tad, get to that rule of thirds. And let's turn it around and let's bring it back, and we'll use my truck for the subject matter, and we'll do a helix. I know both drones will do a helix. Hold on, I'm going to stop right here for a second. Look down here. Does anybody else see a shark there? I see a shark in the side of the canyon. But anyway, okay, let's pick up that camera. Let's bring it back. Bring it back to us here, and we're going to do a helix. Well, let's see. We're wide open here. We can actually start it pretty low. So I'm full forward and full down on the sticks here. Bringing it back to us. Here we are. I can hear that drone. What do you say we just do an overflight first? Boom. Haha. It's fun watching that drone. Okay, I'm going to turn it around here and bring it to the side. Back it up. Bring it to the side of us here. Let's see. Again, I'm going to start a lot closer to us. So let's see. So we're, yeah, about 10 meters high. Okay, I like that. 10 meters high. And we're about 20 meters from where we from where we took off from, which of course is the landing pad there. But okay, let's get on the truck here. And I don't think I have to stop recording. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna lean up against my truck so I don't lose my balance. I'm going to draw a point of interest, and I'm going to go to AI Quick Shots, and it's got my truck as the point of interest. We're going to go to spiral, which is what they call it. There's a spiral, and we're just going to do one spiral. Now, it doesn't allow me to change the distance or anything, but you can change the number of turns. But in any case, let's click go, and this is going to go clockwise, and it's counting down. And I just think this is a very dramatic shot. Yeah, looking into the sun here. Yeah, I can see the drone there. It is moving around. Yeah, okay, so yeah, you see the side of the canyon there. I was hoping it would go over the edge of the canyon and be a little bit more dramatic, but that's all right. So we'll be able to compare that with the two drones. Okay, it is done. Okay, I'm going to start video again. And we are going to run this guy. Let's see, let's pick up the camera. And we're going to run it out and do a return to home. Let's go out over this way over the canyon. So, man, that's fun watching that drone take off. That is so freaking cool. And this is just in normal mode. How fast are we going? Yeah, we're going 10 meters per second. Okay, we're out there. Yeah, 160 meters. Let's go ahead and hit return. How high? Yeah, we're 20 meters high. That's plenty. Let's hit return to home. I'm going to do it on the controller. And it's going to go up to its 35 meter return to home altitude. I'm going to punch the button on the controller once to stop it from squawking at us. That stops that beep, which is a good thing. And we'll see. I won't let it land in the dirt, but let's see how close it gets to the landing pad here. And we're down to 38% battery, so that'll give you an idea on flight time, etc. You saw what we did there. So it is, will it start coming down? Yeah, it's reorienting. And then it's landing. Looks like I need to drop the camera down manually. I always forget that on this drone. They all do it a little bit different. Man, it's going to be pretty close to that pad. Yeah, I'm not going to let it. I'm not going to let it land in the dirt though. I click stop there, and let's see if we can bring it over the pad. Move forward just a tad. Oh, I always overshoot. Man, of course I'm in normal mode. You thought I had it there for a second, didn't you? Yeah, see there I overshot sideways. Okay, I give up. I'm going to pull straight down on that left stick. And it lands and it picks up the camera. Okay, let me get the other drone out, the Specta Mini, and we'll do the same thing with it. Okay, I got the drone fired up, screen recorder started, all that, and it's telling me to go fly. So we're going to click on go fly. And account not logged in. Do I care if my account is logged in or not? I'm not sure. Let's log in. Holy cow. Okay, you're not going to see that part. You know, I just flew this the other day. Okay, you guys didn't see that, but I got logged in. That is really frustrating. Why should I have to log in to fly a drone that I purchased? I just hate it when companies do that. DJI does it. Evidently Specta does too. But let's see. I see our resolution is set at 4K 24. I want to go to 4K 30. So we got that set at 4K 30. Looking at the safety menu, yeah, we're identical to how we had the other drones set up. It's not asking for any calibration, so we're good there. This one I know I can start recording on the ground, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do an automated takeoff. Here we go. Okay, so I did my audio sync there. Let's spin this guy around. And man, I took my jacket off. It's the middle of winter, and I was getting too hot. So let's bring this guy around, similar to what we did with the Atom 2. Yeah, I'm just looking at straight up 3 o'clock right now. And what is today is the 5th of February. So, okay, I think I was a little bit further over, but let's do that same droney that we did with the Atom 2. So reverse and up, and we're going to only get to about 10 meters high. It's weird when you fly different drones. I was looking for where the telemetry was. I was used to looking at the Atom where I was looking at top. Okay, there's 10 meters. We went out further. I don't think I went out that far. Maybe. Did I go out that far with the other one? I don't recall. However, we are going to head out this direction, and we are going to put the drone into Cine mode. So I click on, whoop, what did I do there? Click go fly. I click, what? Yeah, and it updated the home point again out in the middle of there. We don't want it to do that. So, yeah, I'm gonna, man, that's crazy. So I'm gonna bring it back. I didn't realize that if you, it updates the home point if you get out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna bring it back in here because I don't want it, if I lost connection, I wouldn't want it to land out there over the side of the canyon. So, okay, so we're going to bring it back here. I'm going to click on the 3 dots and update home point, and I'm going to click OK. Yeah. So the home point is not going to be over the, when we do our return to home, it's not going to be over the pad. But, yeah, that, yeah, I didn't like that. So, in any case, I was just trying to change the modes, and I evidently clicked on that arrow instead. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it on the controller as opposed to trying to change the speed mode in the app. Okay, we're out there about 105 meters, which I think is where we were with the other one. Okay, I'm in Cine mode now. I did it on the controller instead of trying to touch the app. Dropping the camera down just a tad. Full stick forward. And just like, let's see, it should get up to about 6 meters per second. And it is. And I'm walking over to the side of the canyon again so that I can drop it down on our return flight, go into negative altitude on our return flight. And we'll take some pictures once we're done with this. Get some video going right now, and I'm staring right down at the drone, and it's heading out there. We're already 300 meters out there, and we went exactly 500 meters, and we're 10 meters high, and we're at about 6 meters per second. It's just a cool way to compare video because you can get exactly the same speed and do the same thing with both drones. So I like that. And it gives you guys a similar view. Again, off in the distance there, you're seeing Swan Falls Dam. Way, way off in the distance. There's 500 feet. I let off. We overshot a little bit. Let's turn this guy around and drop it down at the same time because we want to go 50 meters negative altitude. There's that shark. And we're going to point it towards, let's keep going down here, towards that island. And hopefully we're kind of in a similar spot. So we're still going down. And by the way, both drones, we had great connection with both drones. I didn't see any, the Atom 2 had no connection issues at all with it. On that flight, and nor with this one. Okay, I'm letting off a little bit. Yeah, we need to go down a little further. 49.6, 49.8, 50 meters. Look at that, right on. Let me adjust the vector just a tad. And we're going to go full stick forward towards the tip of that island. And we should get kind of an identical view as we got with the the Atom 2. Sorry, I'm learning how to talk here. So I'm doing 3 things at once. A message came up on my screen, so it distracted me. But yeah, okay, here we are. And I mean, you know, again, 6 meters per second, it's not having any issues at all. I like this. I like being able to duplicate with both drones what we did. So I'm trying to remember, how high were we when we took the picture with the other drone? I can't remember if we were, I think we just took it from the same height, the 50 meters negative altitude. But I know when we do the panorama, we were over 100 meters. So we'll definitely do that. Yeah, so we're coming up on similar distance here. A little bit further to go. That little kind of outcropping on the right-hand side of the screen into the river, as I recall, with the other drone, I stopped right at the tip of that, as soon as it got to the tip of that. I think my vector might be a little bit different on this one, but pretty darn close. We're almost there. I keep hearing voices. Oh yeah, they're down in the canyon down there. That's what's going on. Okay, that looks like it's it right there. Okay, let's swing this guy around and look downriver, and let's take a picture. So I'm going to stop recording. I'm going to go into video, and see, I do have panos. I couldn't remember when we started. I thought I did, but anyway, let's go ahead and go into photo mode, and we're just going to take a single shot. We're going to take a picture, and that should look pretty darn good. And then let's go back into video mode. And, well, no, actually, we don't want to do that yet. We want to go into pano. So we're going to go into pano. Let me turn around. And I think we went up 100 meters positive altitude, didn't we? I think we did when we did our pano with the other drone. Yeah, we went up 100 meters positive altitude. So I am hard on that up stick. We're still below the canyon wall right now. Yeah, okay. We're finally into positive altitude. I'm gonna drop that camera down just a little, if it'll let me. It's climbing, but slowly. I'm gonna put it in normal mode. What am I doing? Let's click it into normal mode. Yeah, and it'll climb a little faster. Sorry about that. I forgot I was in cinema mode. So we're climbing at 3 meters per second now, so we're going to do a lot better, and we will get up to 100 meters, and then we will start a wide angle pano. There we are, 99 meters, a little bit more. There's 100 meters. Okay, I think I had the center of the frame right on the tip of that little outcropping there, so we're going to click on wide angle. And I'm going to click start, and this guy is going to take 9 pictures. And again, this one I will have to stitch it together, but which is easy. I mean, in the app, so the app does it for you, but you won't automatically find it on your SD card. When I land the drone, I'll have to go into the camera roll on the app. And it'll stitch it into a pano, and then you can download it to your mobile device. So, okay, let's get out of there. And let's start video again. Bring it back to us. And we'll do our helix. And there I am down there. Whoops. Boy, I hit that camera pretty hard. Let's throw this guy in sport mode. Let's see how fast it'll go. And we're at about, I don't know, 59% battery, so very similar to the other drone. Whoa, whoa. Easy on those sticks there, mister. Okay, I'm going to adjust the vector. In sport mode, it really moves, because I want to do I want to do a flyover again. So I want to bring it down. Bring it down. Yeah, and it kicked the camera down there as this drone does. And I'm going to go over at full speed. And it is fun watching that drone. It is hauling the mail. How fast are we going? Almost 15 meters per second. Hit the brakes there. Let's turn it around and let's bring it back and do a helix. And I'm going to put it in normal mode. Kind of slow down those controls a little bit. Bring it back to us. I'm trying to remember. I think we were about 20 meters distant and about 10 meters high when we started it with the other drone, weren't we? Something like that. So let's bring it down here. Bring it in. Sorry, I'm probably boring you here. I'm trying to get this as precise as I can so that we get kind of similar with both products. I couldn't have been. Yeah, I had to have been a little bit further away. Anyway, okay, we're going to start right there. And so I have to stop recording. And then I'm going to click on that little film strip, go into quick shots. And it wants me to draw a box around the subject. We're going to click on helix. And I'm going to kind of do a box around my truck. And yeah, we can set the radius. So this guy, we're going to go max radius. We're going to go 120 meters. And we're going to go clockwise. Let's click start. Oh, I'm glad I thought I'm going to change the resolution to 4K. Okay, and now I'm going to click start. And we will get 4K 30. What you have to remember with this drone is it defaults to 1080p when you're doing quick shots. So you have to physically tell it to go to 4K. And I'm glad I remembered to do that. But this thing is going to do a big wide helix for us, but it should look pretty good. We should get some nice dramatic shots over the canyon like we are right there over the edge of the canyon. Yeah, I like that. I got to tell you, I would take this, I'm not commenting on video quality, but I'm talking about the ability to do this kind of a helix. Man, I got to hand it to the Specta Mini because this is a cool way to do it. Yeah, so Potensic, if you're listening, give us an opportunity to put distance when you do a spiral on the Atom 2. Look at that. Look at this. So this is what I was hoping for, again, with the Atom 2, because you just get this really good dramatic shot over the side of the canyon. That is just beauty right there. I'm just going to tell you at the outset, Specta Mini wins on that particular shot. So it's returning, and in fact, we'll run it out here just like we did the other one. I'm going to let it come down, get it a little bit closer, and come down, and then we'll hit stop, and we'll let it. We'll come home. I think we were down. We were pretty close to the ground. We were about 20 meters high on the other one. So yeah, it should be stopping any minute here. There it did. It stopped. Okay. So I'm going to click on that spiral again. I'm going to go into video, and I'm going to start video. And I am going to look up at the drone and clap. And that's going to allow me to synchronize video. Okay, so I'm gonna drop some. Let's grab a little bit more altitude. Let's kick that camera up, and let's see. I think we were right about out here. So let's head on out, and let's see. I let off the stick. I want to make sure I was in normal mode, and I am. So we are in normal mode. Let's just fly out a little bit over towards the edge of the canyon here and through the sagebrush. And look at this. Kind of over the edge. I can't remember how far I was out with the other drone when I hit return to home. But we're going to do the same thing with this guy. So we're going to stop right there. I'm going to hit return to home on the controller. And it should ascend to its 35-meter return to home height. And it is, no, maybe, yeah, okay, now it is. It's starting to go up. It turned around before it started grabbing altitude. I think I was out there a little, not quite as far. Now, of course, this one, because I changed that RTH point, it's not going to be close to the landing pad, so I'm not worried about that. In fact, we will cancel it as we get closer here. Let's see how close I was, just for the fun of it. Let's see how far over, yeah, when I reset it. I just wanted to make sure I was over the side of the canyon, and I was. And it'll start coming down here. Let's see what it does. Landing. Yeah, it just starts landing. Okay, we're gonna let it come down a ways, and then I'll bring it in. Yeah, it's coming down. Not very fast though, is it? Okay, I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to spin it around here. I hit the stop on the... Remember, your pause button is your friend on any drone. So there we are right there. Anyway, I shouldn't have let that go on as long as I did, but let's bring it down here and bring it towards the landing pad and see if yours truly, I'm putting it in cine mode, see if yours truly can get it on the pad. So I'm going to hit the FN button, and that points my camera straight down, and I'm going to move forward just a tad, move sideways just a tad, and then I'm going to straighten out the, kind of get equal. Yeah, oh God, a perfectionist here. Move forward just an inch. Nah, that just messed me up, didn't it? Okay, let's go back. Can we move forward a little? A little? I think so. Okay, straight down on that left stick. And I think we're on the pad. There we go. And by the way, we landed with 26% battery. Hey, I got to tell you, I came away impressed with both these drones. Now, you can save $100 on the Specta Mini and understand that you're not going to get tracking, you're not going to get waypoints, those kinds of things. But I don't know, I really liked the quick shot when we did that helix. It looked really good on the Specta Mini because you could adjust the radius, made all the difference in the world. Now, video quality, you guys will have already seen it. I haven't seen it yet, so I'll be anxious to see that and then look at the picture quality too. Again, the Specta Mini has a smaller sensor, so the Atom should come out on top. We'll see how they look. You can judge the color science, dynamic range, etc. But that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was cool that we got to go down into negative altitude with both drones down into the canyon. Worked out pretty darn good. Anyway, so I will put of course my affiliate links to both drones in the comments below, or in the description below. I'm still learning how to talk, Anyway, I want to thank Artie's RC Reviews and Tech for loaning me his Atom 2. I wouldn't be able to have put together this series of videos without that loan, so I'm very, very appreciative of that. And I will put a link to his channel in the description down below as well. That's about it. This is Marcus with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I very much appreciate that you took the time to watch this video today, because it's going to be a fairly long one. And of course, we absolutely will see you on the next one. Bye now.